What kind of man wakes up crippled in a killing world and still becomes its most dangerous traitor? Shao Tian was supposed to die quietly, but the continent made one mistake. It gave him a broken shelter, a broken leg, and one impossible talent. He opened his eyes beneath 3 leaning sticks while cold rain tapped his face. There were no walls, no bed, no roof worth trusting. Only wet grass, sharp stones, scattered trees, and a forest stretching like a beast. Before panic could fully rise, a cold voice spoke inside his head. Every human had been thrown into the continent of slaughter. They had 1 year to survive, compete, grow stronger, and fight for leadership. For the first 7 days, a barrier would guard each shelter. After that, disasters would strike every 7th day, starting with extreme cold. Night itself was dangerous, and weak shelters would become coffins. On his left wrist, a bracelet held storage, trading, chat, and personal information. Shao Tian stared at it, then remembered the saddest thing of all. His tiny group of loyal novel readers would never see his ending. Then reality became even crueler. The day before crossing over, he had broken his left leg. Now that leg was still trapped in a cast, throbbing beneath the rain. He opened his status and saw the system judge him without mercy. His combat power was far below average. His condition was injured. The evaluation basically called him useless. Shao Tian almost laughed because the world had not even tried to hide its contempt. Inside storage, he found bread water, a stone axe, and a golden talent stone. That golden stone looked like the first warm thing in the entire world. He used it at once. Light poured through him, and the system announced a SSS-RANK talent. It was called Strengthen All Things. It could upgrade the quality of any item. For 1 shining second, Shao Tian thought heaven had finally apologized. Then another voice thundered through the sky. It accused him of breaking some hidden rule. A flash of power crushed his talent down to C rank. Now he could only use it 5 times a day. The upgrade chance became almost laughably small. He had gone from miracle to mockery in a breath. Shao Tian pointed upward and cursed the sky. Lightning slammed down nearby and split several trees apart. He froze. Then he forced the ugliest smile of his life. He thanked the heavens for kindly chopping wood for an injured man. With tears stuck behind his eyes, he hopped toward the fallen trees. Every hop sent pain through his cast. Every patch of grass felt like a trap. Then his foot struck something buried in the ground. He crashed forward and hit the mud. Under the grass sat a black iron treasure chest. His anger disappeared. His talent might be damaged, but it was still his only card. He strengthened the chest instead of opening it. Against miserable odds, the box flashed silver. Shao Tian opened it with shaking hands. Inside were water bottles, a toilet paper blueprint, a summoning token, an iron axe, and 1 true treasure. It was a mystic gold crossbow, glowing with carved golden patterns. It generated bolts by itself, could shoot across a vast distance, and held a skill called arrow rain. 1 pull could send 100 bolts into the air. Shao Tian hugged the weapon like survival itself had taken shape. But daylight was already slipping away. His shelter was still a miserable straw frame. The system warned that even a breeze could destroy it. To repair it, he needed wood straw and grass rope. So the future lord of a shelter crouched in wet grass and started pulling weeds. Each movement was slow. Each attempt to stand nearly threw him onto his broken leg. Then he remembered the summoning token. He tried to enhance it first, but the system refused. Items from an enhanced chest could not be enhanced again. Shao Tian cursed the stingy rule and activated the token. A pillar of white light opened in front of the broken hut. An old soldier stepped out around 50, armored in worn leather and carrying a rusty broadsword. His name was Guan Yi Dao. He knelt immediately and called Shao Tian his lord. Shao Tian checked his combat power and nearly forgot the rain. Guan Yi Dao was more than 10 times stronger than him. The old soldier also had a special strike that could double his attack. For the first time since waking, Shao Tian felt something close to safety. He helped the man stand and called him Uncle Guan. The title warmed the old soldier's eyes. His loyalty rose on the spot. Shao Tian sent him to drag back the lightning-struck trees. Meanwhile, he kept ripping straw from the muddy ground. Uncle Guan returned quickly with heavy trunks, as if weight meant nothing. Some of the wood carried rare lightning power. They still needed normal wood, so Shao Tian handed over the iron axe. Uncle Guan headed outside the barrier to chop more trees. Shao Tian kept gathering grass under the rain, counting every piece like a lifeline. By the time Uncle Guan came back with 4 trees and a walking stick, their first upgrade was possible. Shao Tian crafted rope and repaired the shelter. The hut was still tiny, but the rain finally stopped falling on his face. The region even rewarded him for being one of the earliest people to repair a shelter. A wooden chest appeared before him. He strengthened it before opening. The chest upgraded, and inside waited a cabin blueprint, bread raincoats, leather armor, and a furnace. The cabin blueprint was exactly what his next step required. Shao Tian gave Uncle Guan food, water, armor, and a raincoat before sending him back out. He refused to let his first follower get sick for his sake. While Uncle Guan worked, Shao Tian opened the regional chat. Chaos poured across the bracelet faster than he could read. People searched for family. People begged for food. People lied, joked, threatened, and tried to scam strangers. One loud player claimed to be #1 and demanded tribute. Another player called him a fraud immediately. Shao Tian searched for his parents, but hope felt thin in such a massive crowd. Then experience notices began flashing. Uncle Guan was fighting. Shao Tian grabbed his walking stick and rushed out on one leg. At the forest edge, Uncle Guan dragged back a dead wolf. Several more wolves had attacked him while he chopped wood. Their bodies became hides, teeth, meat, and experience. By evening, Shao Tian had woodgrass meat and the beginnings of an economy. He listed raw meat for straw and wood. Then he bought salt and a lighter through trade. A high-quality healing potion appeared on the market. The seller Li Weiwei wanted a good weapon. Shao Tian enhanced Uncle Guan's rusty broadsword and old armor. Both jumped to excellent quality. At first he planned to trade the sword away, but Uncle Guan quietly admitted he fought better with a broadsword than an axe. Shao Tian kept the sword for him without hesitation. Instead, he traded the enhanced armor for the potion. Li Weiwei happily accepted and a useful connection was born. Shao Tian used his last enhancement of the day on the potion. It transformed into a body-strengthening and bone-reinforcing pill. The description promised healing and improved fitness. He swallowed it before fear could stop him. Warmth flooded his body like sunlight after a storm. Then all of it rushed into his broken leg. The itching felt like ants biting inside the bone. He begged Uncle Guan to break open the cast. The old soldier carefully cracked it away and cleaned the leg. Minutes later, the pain vanished. Shao Tian stood. No pain answered. He walked. Still nothing. Then he jumped laughing like the forest had lost its first bet. His leg was healed. His combat power soared from pitiful to respectable. Even the system admitted he was no longer useless. With traded materials arriving, Shao Tian upgraded the hut into a small wooden cabin. He became the first in the region to do it. The announcement exploded across chat. Friend requests flooded in. Most begged, flattered, lied, or tried to take advantage. Shao Tian blocked them without guilt. Inside the cabin, wooden walls replaced wet straw. A furnace warmed the air. Uncle Guan cooked wolf meat with salt. For the first time, Shao Tian ate like someone who might see tomorrow. Then he used the toilet paper blueprint at the crafting table. The product sold instantly. He made more, sold more, bought materials, and made even more. For a short while, toilet paper became his first business empire. Then people remembered survival mattered more than comfort. Sales slowed. Shao Tian adapted immediately. He traded for bed blueprints, bedding farms, a fish pond, fences, and furniture. That night, he and Uncle Guan slept on real beds. Morning brought another surprise. Uncle Guan had already lured wolves near the barrier and killed them before breakfast. The shelter area turned out better than Shao Tian imagined. A clear mountain stream ran nearby. The land sat on a raised, flat plateau with steep drops on 3 sides. For defense, it was almost perfect. But the chat channel revealed the price of failure. Thousands had died overnight from cold rain and broken shelters. Shao Tian looked at the death count and felt the continent's teeth. He bought an arrow tower blueprint and a basic summoning token. Then he struck a deal with Zhao Tailin for 2 arrow towers. Defense after the safe period was worth the cost. He enhanced a bronze chest into silver. Inside waited woodstone, a rare summoning token, and an excellent bloodthorn seed. The seed could grow on a fence and attack enemies with paralyzing spikes. It was not a plant. It was a living wall. Shao Tian enhanced the basic token in a farmland plot. Then he summoned 2 new followers. One was Nong Yi, a farmer with gathering and planting skills. The other was Shield Mountain, a huge warrior built like a walking gate. Shield Mountain had powerful defense, so Shao Tian made him his bodyguard. With Uncle Guan ahead and Shield Mountain in front, Shao Tian entered the forest. He kept the mystic gold crossbow ready. A flash of light appeared ahead. Before they could inspect it, a black snake shot from the brush. It was rare quality venomous and much stronger than Shao Tian. Uncle Guan's first strike nearly split its head. Shao Tian fired from behind Shield Mountain until the monster collapsed. The loot included a combat fruit, seeds, snake parts, and rare meat. Nearby, they found another chest, but Shao Tian saved it for later. His enhancement uses were too precious to waste. The forest kept giving, but never for free. They found ginger mushrooms, stones, and useful wood. Then Shao Tian got careless while collecting. A honey badger exploded from the grass and smashed him backward. Shield Mountain blocked it with his shield. Uncle Guan struck from behind. Shao Tian fired until the stubborn creature finally fell. It dropped an outhouse component that could turn waste into fertilizer. Even humiliation could become infrastructure here. Near the den, they found berries and nuts. After that, Shao Tian stayed close to his guards. Then Uncle Guan spotted wolf tracks. He scouted ahead and soon experience points began rolling in. A pack of more than 30 wolves was chasing him back. Shield Mountain lifted Shao Tian into a tree so he could shoot from above. Then he charged down to block the pack. Normal wolves and elite wolves crashed against his shield and failed. Shao Tian fired from the branch. Uncle Guan cut through fur and bone below. Their teamwork turned panic into slaughter. Then a howl shook the forest. A wolf king taller than a man charged through the trees. Shao Tian fired arrow rain. Bolts struck its body, but the beast kept moving. Shield Mountain braced his shield and absorbed the collision. The impact drove him backward, but he did not fall. Before Shao Tian finished reading the monster's stats, Uncle Guan moved. His blade flashed. One strike cut the Wolf King clean in half. The rest of the pack broke and fled. Shao Tian returned home with meat hides, fangs, dropped items, and a new understanding. His people were not tools. They were the reason he could stand in this world. At lunch, he served rare meat to everyone. Uncle Guan explained that rare meat strengthened the body. Shao Tian decided they would eat the good food every meal. His followers stared at him like he had just given them a future. Among the wolf drops, the best item was a storage cabinet where time stopped. Food would not spoil inside. He also gained Repair Stone's clothing plans, a weapon plan, and a shield for Shield Mountain. Next, he enhanced the seed pack into rare crops. Wheat potatoes, cabbage, chili tomatoes, rice, and ginger entered his future. The ginger mattered most. Cold and rain were making survivors sick everywhere. Shao Tian bought bamboo cups from Lucy and started boiling ginger tea. The drink warmed the body and eased sickness. No one else had anything like it. He listed the first cups, and they vanished instantly. People praised him, cursed him, begged him, and called him a scammer in the same breath. Shao Tian ignored the noise and watched the resources roll in. With ginger tea money, he upgraded the cabin again. The house gained more space, a real stove, better windows, and something like comfort. He bought pots and bowls, turning survival into routine. Then he built a long fence between the house and forest. The fence alone would never stop wolves. The bloodthorn would. He planted the seed and fed it raw meat. It sprouted instantly, climbing along the fence like red veins. A main branch formed an arch over the opening. The plant even wrapped around Shao Tian's arm affectionately. He told it to guard the gap and eat anything hostile. Then he enhanced one arrow tower into rare quality and placed it near the opening. Stone rose 10 meters high. The tower watched the forest without blinking. Nongi planted the crops behind the house. High-quality ginger would mature fast enough to keep the tea business alive. Inside the toilet, Blueprint built a small washroom into the house. It was absurd luxury on a death continent. Then 200 cups of ginger tea sold in under a minute. Shao Tian earned piles of wood and straw, while others froze in broken huts. Number 1 appeared again, accusing him of profiting from people's deaths. Before Shao Tian answered, the chat turned on the fraud. Survivors remembered Number 1's scams too clearly. When Number 1 tried to undercut his toilet paper, Shao Tian crushed the price. His stock sold out instantly. Number 1 sold nothing. Shao Tian smiled and moved on. Real enemies deserved real attention. Li Weiwei traded him bedding plans, repair stones, and a greenhouse. Wang Chu traded a basement and farmland. Shao Tian still thought Wang Chu was a man and kept calling her brother. Then a message stopped everything. Lin Ming owned a family search ring. It could scan the region for close relatives. The price was outrageous. Shao Tian wanted it anyway. The mysterious hint inside him warned that the ring was extremely rare. It also revealed something deeper. His damaged C-rank talent could work like SSS again if restored. That meant the downgrade was not the end. It was a wound. Shao Tian bargained, but Lin Ming raised the price. The man was a death row criminal and knew Shao Tian was desperate. So Shao Tian did the only thing a trader could do. He went silent. For hours, Lin Ming tried to pressure him. Shao Tian kept making ginger tea, collecting rainwater crafting clothes, and pretending not to care. By evening, tea sales earned enough resources to buy the ring outright. Still, Shao Tian waited. Letting Lin Ming lead once would make every future deal worse. While he waited, he strengthened his people. Uncle Guan repaired his gear. Shield Mountain received a spiked iron shield. Nongyi checked the crops. Shao Tian traded high-quality meat for blueprints tokens, farms a breeding farm, and special items. He also began buying treasure chests with meat. If others found chests, he could enhance them into better rewards. Outside, the Bloodthorn revealed another surprise. It had caught a pregnant giant rabbit and a treasure-searching mouse without eating them. The mouse could detect treasure and minerals across a wide area. Shao Tian tamed it with nuts. Then Uncle Guan returned from patrol with a dead bear. The arrow tower had killed it from far away without anyone noticing. The base was beginning to feed itself. Shao Tian upgraded the shelter into an advanced wooden house. 2 stories rose where a broken hut once stood. At dinner, rare meat, mushrooms, and berries filled the table. Uncle Guan reached the peak of rare quality and hinted at a possible breakthrough. His loyalty climbed high. Outside, heavy rain dragged the temperature lower. Shao Tian slept badly. A message woke him. Lin Ming had finally dropped the price. The mysterious hint screamed that delay would bring regret. Shao Tian agreed. He bought the family's search ring and immediately enhanced it. The ring jumped from rare to epic. Its one-time search became a permanent bound treasure. It could scan vast regions and even teleport him to a relative for 1 full day. Shao Tian bound it and began searching. At first, no relatives appeared nearby. Then the cross-region scan started. For 10 minutes, hope and fear wrestled inside his chest. When the result came, his heart stopped. The ring found his mother, only his mother. His father was missing among an ocean of people. Shao Tian forced that fear down and called her. When her face appeared, his eyes went red. She was soaked, pale, shaking, and holding little Lin Lin in a leaking hut. Lin Lin was unconscious with fever. His mother was sick too. They had barely survived the crossing. Shao Tian shouted for Nong Yi and ordered everyone to make ginger soup. The newest ginger harvest became medicine in minutes. He mailed 99 cups to his mother. She and Lin Lin drank first, then sold the rest for materials. The call ended before either could ask about his father. Shao Tian would not have known what to say. To strengthen his shelter, he enhanced and used another summoning token. A young woman appeared, delicate and frightened by Shield Mountain's rough face. Her name became Xiao Qi. She had low combat power, but a rare talent for learning by watching. Shao Tian forbade kneeling in his shelter and welcomed her as one of his own. Soon after, he called his mother again. This time, relief nearly broke him. Her hut had become a wooden house. Lin Lin looked rosy, awake, and happy. The ginger soup had saved them. Shao Tian smiled for the first time without forcing it. Then he harvested the rare water well. Fine water removed fatigue. Rare water strengthened the body. Excellent spiritual dew could trigger a breakthrough. Shao Tian gave the spiritual dew to Uncle Guan. The old soldier's loyalty reached absolute devotion. He drank shone with white light and broke through to excellent quality. Then he realized his body was covered in foul black grime. Even in a killing world, embarrassment survived. After washing at the creek, Uncle Guan returned stronger than ever. His combat power rose. His leadership skill now boosted all soldiers around him. Shao Tian decided the excellent arrow tower and a summoning token should go to his mother next. His own base was strong enough for the moment. Then the forest reminded him that strength was temporary. The treasure-searching mouse led them to healing herbs, mushrooms, berries, and medicinal plants. Wang Chu messaged with a bleeding leg after a tiger attack. Shao Tian sent life grass for free and refused most of the repayment. His network was becoming more than business. Near a pond, danger struck without warning. A golden-armored crocodile exploded from the water. It slammed into Shield Mountain hard enough to make him spit blood. The monster was huge, plated like metal, and almost impossible to cut. Uncle Guan's blade barely scratched it. Shield Mountain held the front while Shao Tian fired from behind. When the crocodile crashed headfirst into the spiked shield, it stunned itself. Uncle Guan used his strike. Shao Tian unleashed arrow rain at close range. The golden crocodile collapsed under blades and bolts. Its loot was incredible. They gained a light tower space, gems, iron blocks, rare skin, rare meat, blood, essences, eggs, and a silver chest. One golden armored crocodile egg could be tamed through blood bonding. Shao Tian was thrilled. With his talent, that egg could become terrifying. Then rain thickened into a downpour. They hurried home through the forest. Roars shook the ground behind them. Uncle Guan sensed the threat first. At least 2 peak beasts were coming. There was no time to summon anyone. They ran. Trees crashed behind them. The shelter was almost visible when Uncle Guan and Shield Mountain turned back. They told Shao Tian to keep running. A blow sent Uncle Guan flying past him in blood. Shield Mountain activated his guard skill and took the next hit. He flew too, landing unconscious near the barrier. Shao Tian dragged Uncle Guan forward, breath tearing in his throat. The beast's breath was at his back. He thought of his mother, of Lin Lin, and of the search ring. After finally finding them, he was about to die. Then the bloodthorn seized his ankle. Its branches yanked him across the wet grass. It pulled Shao Tian, Uncle Guan, and Shield Mountain inside the barrier. Only then did he see the pursuers. 2 dragon rhinoceros beasts stood outside, scaled like dragons and shaped like siege engines. Each one carried overwhelming combat power. They smashed the barrier and broke their own horns against it. Blood streamed down their faces, but they did not retreat far. Shao Tian shot their wounds and even blinded one eye. His arrows barely mattered. The beast tore apart parts of his fence. The bloodthorn could not pierce their hides. Eventually, the two monsters lay near the forest edge and blocked every exit. Shao Tian collected their broken horns because even disaster could leave materials behind. Inside, Uncle Guan and Shield Mountain were badly injured. His two strongest fighters were down. The dragon rhinos were camping outside. Then Shao Tian remembered the light tower. He enhanced it and hit another double upgrade. The tower became excellent quality. It could dispel darkness rapidly, heal injuries, and use Song of Life to save one creature completely. Shao Tian placed it near the shelter. A white tower rose with a glowing orb at its top. Soft light covered the whole plateau. The injured began healing so fast their bones itched. Uncle Guan complained like a man being eaten by invisible ants. Shao Tian smiled because he knew that feeling. Being trapped by dragon rhinos did not stop business. He packed ginger soup, opened chests, crafted straw raincoats, and sold them all. Rain fell every day here. A cheap waterproof coat was suddenly treasure. Then Lin Lin called him from his mother's side. She only wanted to see her brother. The little girl sounded brighter, but her house was still cold. His mother appeared briefly tired and wet from working outside. Shao Tian promised a surprise the next day. After the call, regret hit harder than any monster. Back home, he had argued with his mother over meaningless things. Now every wrinkle on her face felt like a debt. Then Xiao Qi reported a new problem. They had used up stored rainwater, and the dragon rhinos blocked the creek. The water was less than 100 meters away, but it may as well have been across hell. Shao Tian looked at the bloodthorn playing in the dirt. An idea sparked. He asked it to dig a channel under the ground. The plant twisted its branches into a living drill. Shao Tian and Xiao Qi dug a reservoir behind the fence. Soon, clear creek water flowed into the shelter area carrying fish and shrimp with it. The dragon rhinos still blocked the outside, but they could not block water anymore. Ginger soup sales began dropping when Zhao Tailon sold a cheaper version. At the same time, Xiao Tiling formed the Wushuang Alliance. The alliance could recruit members, teleport leaders, and protect insiders from attacking each other. Number 1 joined as vice leader and used the alliance to attack Shao Tian's reputation. Shao Tian read the chat quietly. Large groups meant politics schemes and knives hidden behind smiles. He preferred independence. But if an alliance tried to step on him, he would not bow. Xiao Tiling offered to buy all Shao Tian's ginger soup at his own low price. Shao Tian saw the trap and accepted anyway. He would sell the remaining stock, take wood, and switch products later. With the resources, he upgraded the house into a stone shelter. The region announced him as the first to reach that stage. The chat froze. Everyone, including Xiao Tiling, had to stare at his name shining above them. Lin Ming was furious. He had been trying to take first place with his own stone house blueprint. Shao Tian beat him by moments. Lin Ming lost the best reward and blamed him completely. In rage, he used an excellent dungeon scroll called Death Game. The scroll forced Shao Tian into a dungeon in 1 hour. Failure meant destruction. When the notice appeared, Shao Tian clenched his fists. He finally knew who had tried to kill him. The mysterious hint told him not to panic. He still had an excellent summoning token. Shao Tian called every follower back. Nong Yi and Xiao Qi cooked rare meat. Uncle Guan and Shield Mountain prepared gear despite still recovering. Shao Tian searched the market for anything useful. He bought bows, armor, arrow blueprints, healing pills, repair stones, and every advantage he could afford. He crafted iron arrows and tooth-enhanced arrows. He stopped making raincoats and poured everything into the coming fight. Shield Mountain received Song of Life from the Light Tower and recovered fully. His loyalty locked into dead loyalty. Uncle Guan's gear was repaired. Nong Yi and Xiao Qi received armor and bows. Shao Tian ate rare meat, drank strength, and swallowed blood essence before the teleportation began. His body leveled up. He barely finished washing off the breakthrough filth before the countdown reached its end. A 6-pointed formation opened beneath them. Shao Tian selected every follower. Darkness swallowed the shelter. When his vision returned, they stood on a desolate plain of yellow dust and bones. Broken buildings sat far away. They were inside a square stone watchtower with nowhere to run. Uncle Guan studied the terrain and took command. Shao Tian accepted it without pride. A leader survived by using the best mind available. They built a raised stone platform in the center using their remaining stone. Shao Tian, Xiao Qi, and Nong Yi climbed above with arrows. Uncle Guan and Shield Mountain guarded below. Then the cold dungeon voice announced the first wave. 100 skeleton soldiers appeared in white light. Their eye sockets burned with ghostly flames. Shao Tian raised the mystic gold crossbow. One bolt smashed a skull and punched through several bodies behind it. The first wave fell almost too easily. The second wave doubled. The third brought elite skeletons. Shao Qi began shooting two, missing at first, then learning with frightening speed. By the fourth wave, the dungeon sent hundreds of skeletons, elite warriors, and a rare skeleton soldier. The enemies reached the walls. The fight became close combat. Shao Tian's arrows killed from above. Uncle Guan moved through the passage like a blade with legs. Shield Mountain blocked every climb. Shao Qi ran out of arrows and jumped down to fight with a sword. At first the movements were clumsy. Then she copied Uncle Guan's rhythm. Sweep/retreat. Her learning talent awakened in the middle of death. Nongyi watched from above and reported enemy positions. When the last elite remained, the next wave countdown appeared. The team had to finish fast. Uncle Guan leapt down. Shield Mountain rammed the skeleton warrior to the ground. One clean strike ended it. All five leveled up together. Loot appeared where bones vanished. Fine iron gear and repair stones arrived just when they needed them. Shao Tian put on iron armor and finally felt a little less fragile. The fifth wave came with a true warning. Skeleton archers appeared. More warriors appeared. 9 rare bravehearts appeared. At their center stood an excellent skeleton general. Uncle Guan did not wait for fear to spread. He ordered Shao Qi to kill archers. He told Shao Tian to target stronger warriors. Then he jumped from the tower and charged into the bone army. Bone arrows hissed after him, raising dust more than blood. He cut through ordinary skeletons and baited the rare bravehearts together. When they clustered near the tower, he gave the signal. Shao Tian unleashed arrow rain. A storm of bolts tore through the grouped enemies. Most bravehearts collapsed in pieces. Shield Mountain jumped down to help Uncle Guan face the skeleton general. The general's sword smashed into his shield and nearly ruined it. Uncle Guan changed tactics instantly. He sliced through the general's knee. Shield Mountain crushed it down with his shield. Uncle Guan cut off the weapon hand. Together they severed the head. The wave ended, but everyone was breathing hard. Loot scattered across the ground in glowing orbs. They collected swords, armor, repair stones, summoning tokens, and precious equipment. Uncle Guan received a rare black iron greatsword. Shield Mountain received fish scale armor. Shao Qi and Nongyi changed into iron protection. Shao Tian used the high-quality summoning token and skeleton tokens from the loot. A new warrior named Bu Yi appeared. 3 skeleton warriors and 1 skeleton knight rose with him. They would only last inside the dungeon, but that was enough. Shao Tian equipped the skeletons with better gear. His defense line grew stronger. For a moment, confidence returned. Uncle Guan warned him not to get careless. The 6th wave proved why. White light flashed again and the enemy count doubled. Along with skeletons came blood corpses. They looked like humans, skinned alive, red muscle glistening in the dusty air. They moved fast. Only head wounds could stop them. Shao Tian called out their weakness. Uncle Guan changed the defense at once. Shao Qi focused on archers. Shao Tian shot warriors. The others held the platform and relied on the temporary skeletons to absorb pressure. Blood corpses piled up against the watchtower. They climbed over each other until the bodies rose like a red wall. Guan Yidao and Shield Mountain killed non-stop. Bu Yi trembled under the pressure but kept fighting. The skeleton summons broke apart piece by piece. Shao Qi dropped her bow and jumped down to rescue Bu Yi. Her sword flashed with the rhythm she had stolen from Uncle Guan. The line stabilized, but only barely. The next countdown appeared while enemies still surrounded them. 9 minutes. Shao Tian threw fine water and rare meat down to restore stamina. One by one, his fighters drank, chewed, and returned to battle. Then Nongyi found a shining gift box among the supplies. Shao Tian checked the missed notification. Because he had broken through his talent and reached excellent quality, heaven had sent a mysterious gift pack. There was no time to enhance it. He opened it immediately. A gold chest, an excellent equipment enhancement scroll, and a rare summoning token appeared. The scroll could upgrade equipment below excellent quality. Shao Tian threw it to Uncle Guan. The black iron greatsword flashed gold and transformed into a crescent moon blade. The weapon gained sweeping blade skills and automatic durability recovery. Uncle Guan swung once and split enemies as if bone had become paper. The entire battlefield shifted. Then Shao Tian made the choice he had delayed. The excellent summoning token was meant for his mother tomorrow. But if he died tonight, tomorrow would not exist. He used it. White light burst open on the platform. A female archer appeared in fitted leather armor, calm-eyed and cold as moonlit steel. Her name was Lung Ling. She was an excellent divine archer. Her combat power towered above everyone except the monsters waiting in memory. Her bow was Shadow Wind. Her quiver held 10 black gold feather arrows that always returned. Shao Tian stared too long while reading her panel. Her loyalty dropped in annoyance. He quickly explained that he was checking her information, not ignoring her. The battle gave them no time for awkwardness. Shao Tian pointed toward the skeleton war general commanding the wave. Lung Ling studied the distance for only a moment. Then she raised her bow. Her fingers blurred. 10 arrows flew in a straight line so fast they looked like one black streak. Every arrow drilled into the general's eye sockets. The soul fire inside its skull shattered. The skeleton war general crashed down before it could react. For a heartbeat, everyone forgot to move. Then the enemy formation stalled. The quiver filled itself again, 10 arrows appearing as if death had never been spent. Shao Tian understood what he had summoned. Lung Ling was not support. She was a battlefield harvester. The gold chest stayed unopened in his storage, a heavy promise for later. Shao Tian wanted to enhance it after the dungeon, not waste its potential in panic. That restraint separated him from desperate survivors. He did not open every prize the second it glittered. He weighed timing odds, danger, and future need. Even in the middle of skeletons and blood corpses, he was still trading with tomorrow. Below the platform, the temporary skeleton knight blocked 3 corpses at once. Its bones cracked, yet it held long enough for Shield Mountain to step in. Shield Mountain slammed his shield forward and crushed skulls against stone. Uncle Guan's new crescent blade swept through the gap like a silver moon. Every arc shaved pressure off the defense line. Bui learned courage the hard way, one shaking breath at a time. Nong Yi, who had once been only a farmer, became the tower's eyes. He shouted where archers raised bows. He shouted where corpses piled too high. He shouted when Shao Qi's side began thinning out. Shao Tian listened to every report and adjusted his shots. The mystic gold crossbow never needed bolts, but his stamina was not endless. Each arrow rain had to wait for its cooldown. Each normal shot had to count. So he aimed for skulls, joints, eye sockets, and command units. The death game wanted to drown him in numbers. He answered with order. The platform that Uncle Guan designed became their spine. The water and rare meat became their breath. The upgraded weapons became their teeth. And loyalty became the shield the dungeon could not calculate. Shao Tian glanced once at the bracelet timer and felt fear return. More waves might still be waiting. Stronger enemies might be forming beyond the dust. Lin Ming might be laughing somewhere, imagining his death. But Shao Tian no longer had the luxury of hating him. Hatred could wait. Survival came first. He would remember the player code that sent him here. He would remember the price of being targeted. And when the death game ended, that debt would still be alive. For now, his world shrank to the watchtower, the platform, and the people who trusted him. A cold archer on one side, a learning warrior on another, an old general below, a shield bearer holding the line. The blood corpses were still climbing. Skeletons still pressed the walls. Another countdown still waited beyond this wave. But the shape of the battle had changed. Uncle Guan's crescent blade carved open space below. Shield Mountain anchored the line with iron and bone. Shao Qi fought like every enemy was a lesson. Bui stood beside the skeletons and refused to step back. Nong Yi called positions from above, his farmer's voice keeping warriors alive. And Shao Tian kept firing from the platform. The death game had been sent to destroy him. Lin Ming had expected fear, failure, and silence. Instead, he had forced Shao Tian to gather his strongest people in one battlefield. Every wave sharpened them. Every wound taught them. Every reward turned into another weapon in Shao Tian's hands. The useless man under a leaking straw frame was gone. In his place stood a lord who traded with enemies, fed his allies, saved his family, and weaponized every disaster. The continent had tried to crush him with rain beasts, rivals, and a death dungeon. But each blow only revealed another hidden edge. Shao Tian did not survive because the world was kind. He survived because he learned faster than it could kill him. And as Lung Ling's returning arrows clicked back into place, one truth became clear. For that night, Shao Tian had turned a death sentence into a battlefield he could survive.